lines down the centre of the course, coming with an electric finish. Do it again. He's coming at Rainbow Bridge. He's a board leader and he will do it again.
It's time now for the fifth race, which is the independent on Saturday Affluence, the FM 74 handicap for the girls, over 1,400 metres for 70,000 Rand. And Graham, a competitive race, but we must also, before we talk about the horses, you know, it's lovely to have the sponsors on board, independent, and it's always a great race day.
Yeah, it's traditionally the race meeting which opens up champion season. No exception this year, except it's coming about 6 weeks late. But it's great to have the independent on Saturday on board, together with World Sports Betting, who are the headline sponsor for the Guineas and the Fillies Guineas. So it's great to have them back. And it's great that we've finally got champion season 2020 underway.
Let's talk about a few horses that I want to rack your brains here in the fifth race, Graham. Masters Beauty, number 4, recent maiden winner. We all know how they're going to run first time out, the maidens. But I think she could be all right, this filly.
Yeah, I'm adopting a wait-and-see approach with her. She looks held on a penultimate run by Marmalade. Marmalade beat her there, and there's no reason to suspect that Marmalade won't beat her again. But let's preface anything I say by saying this is a Fillies and Mares 74 handicap over 1,400 metres, and it's wide open. It's a tricky start to the first jackpot. So yes, Masters Beauty, I selected that 4th actually. My first selection was hesitantly, without much confidence, Keep On Dancing. Because looking at her and looking at her pedigree, she's beautifully bred, she might just have the most scope for improvement.
Yeah, lightly raced.
Lightly raced. She won her last start. She's also first time out after the maidens. But I think that she has a touch of class about her and may have scope for improvement. Abbey, of course, has to be respected. Anton Marcus rides for the Karen and Greg Anthony stable. Marmalade, as I've mentioned, and Masters Beauty. Those would be my top 4 choices. But I think you may need to go a little wider than that in the first leg of the jackpot.
Let's quickly touch on 2 horses that I think must be included. As Graham alluded, we've got to go wide here. Number 7, Royal Kitty, Alison and Kevin Wright's horse, seldom far off. Warren Kennedy gets the ride, and well bred. I think this filly is going to run well, especially if you take that run to Dancing Feather into consideration. And number 10, Galway Girl, a good second last time, albeit at long odds. So a tough race. Try and load up as much as you can.